5.6. We are talking about parallel.
That's it? Seriously? I have 5.5 notes. I'm already caught up now.
Parallel and perpendicular lines. So first of all, I'm going to give you a little hint. There is a symbol that means parallel. It is two diagonal lines next to each other. I use that quite often. There is a symbol that means perpendicular. It is an upside down capital T. Okay? So that's the notation. It's going to make it easier than writing out the whole word perpendicular as we're working through here. Now the key to both of these is their slope. When we talk about a parallel slope, that means that the slopes are the same. So if I have a slope, for example, of 2/3, the parallel slope to that is 2/3. Parallel means the same. That's why they never ever cross. Perpendicular slope, however, is a little bit tougher. The perpendicular slope is the negative reciprocal. What reciprocal means is we flip it over.
Is that supposed to be a team issue?
This right here, that's your symbol for perpendicular. It's an upside down capital T. So if I have a slope that's 2/3, the perpendicular slope to that is negative 3/2. You go with the opposite sign and you flip it over. All right, so let's try a couple just to kind of talk about it, make sure we're understanding how the slope goes. So, draw a little line across. Here, I'm going to give you your slope. In the middle, we're going to decide what the parallel slope is. And over here, we're going to decide what the perpendicular slope is. So if our original slope is negative 1/4, your parallel slope is the same, negative 1/4. However, your perpendicular slope is the opposite sign, and then we flip it over. So this becomes positive, and if we flip it over, we get 4/1. What does that actually equal? Just 4. Very good. All right, another one. Let's say I have 3/5. The parallel slope is 3/5. The perpendicular slope is the negative, and then you flip it over, 5/3. All right, how about this? What if I have a slope of 2? That would mean the parallel slope is 2. The perpendicular slope is the opposite sign. And how do I flip 2 over? Very good, 1/2. Negative 1/2. Yes, that's correct. All right, so do we have any questions at all on how to find parallel or perpendicular slopes? All right, so here's actually example number 1. Example 1. I want you to write an equation. In slope-intercept. For a line that passes through the point and let's say the point 2, -4, and parallel to y equals 3x plus 1. All thing I need from that equation, if I'm going to make it parallel to it, the only thing I need is the slope. What is the slope in y equals 3x plus 1? 3. So what would be the parallel slope? 3, exactly. So you'll notice we have a point and a slope. So what do we have to put it into first? Point slope form. Y minus y1, which makes that a plus 4, equals m times x minus x1. And of course, they ask you to put this into slope-intercept. So what do we have to do? Yes, we have to put it into slope-intercept. Chase is right. We distribute first and then get y by itself. So y plus 4 equals 3 times x is 3x. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. To get y by itself, we subtract 4 to the other side. To get y equals 3x minus 10. All right, so for your first 3 problems, this is numbers 8 through 12. Step 1, find slope from the given equation. Step 2, write point slope form. Step 3, change to slope-intercept. All right, so here's example number 2, same deal. Let's say we need to write an equation in slope-intercept through the point. Whoops, sorry about that, a little sloppy, I apologize. Through the point negative 1, 5, and parallel to y equals negative 2x plus 3. All right, so it says, step 1, find the slope from the given equation. So here's the given equation. The slope is negative 2, which means the parallel slope is negative 2. Then it said, step 2, write in point slope form. So we're going to take that point and that slope and write it into point slope form. Y minus y1, there's our y1, equals our m, which is negative 2, times x minus x1. And since it's a minus a negative 1, that makes it x plus 1. Then step 3, we got to change it by distributing and getting y by itself. So y minus 5 equals negative 2 times x is negative 2x. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Then we add 5 to the other side. And our final answer would be y equals negative 2x plus 3. Questions, questions, questions. Okay. Example number 3. Determine if the lines are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. This is what you are going to do through 14 through 18. You're going to be given 2 line equations. You need to compare their slopes and determine if they're the same slope, you say parallel. If they're negative reciprocals, you say perpendicular. And if they're neither, you say neither, right? All right, so first equation, let's have y equals 2x plus 1. And my second equation is y equals negative 1/2x plus 14 through 18, yes. 14 through, sorry, 14 through. So y equals negative 1/2x plus 7. So the only thing I need from those two equations is the slope, right? The top one, my slope is 2, m equals 2. The bottom one, my slope is negative 1/2. All right, are these the same slope? Are they negative reciprocals? Since they are the opposite sign and flipped over, this is perpendicular. All right, let's do another one. How about y equals 4x minus 7 and negative x plus 4y equals 2. All right, so the first equation, what is the slope? 4, right? In the first equation, you can see the slope is 4. So m equals 4. Can you tell what the slope is in the bottom equation? No. It's got to get into this form y equals mx plus b in order to see it, right? So we've got to solve for y in order to find the slope. So we're going to add x to the other side, right? So you have 4y equals x plus 2. And then how do I get y by itself? Divide by 4, and I have to divide everything by 4. That gives me y equals 1 over 4x plus 1/2. All right, what is my slope in this one? 1/4. So are these the same? They are not the same. 4 and 1/4 are not the same. Are they negative reciprocals? Nope. So we just say neither. All right, questions so far? Just on that, huh? Okay. Here we go with example number 4. All right, for example number 4, this is going to cover your 20 through 24. Actually, let me backtrack that. It's going to cover 20 through 26. All right, so in this one, it's going to ask you to write an equation. Very similar to our first one, right? In slope-intercept. This time, they want it perpendicular. All right? So if it's perpendicular, again, what do you need from that equation? You need the slope, and then you got to do the negative reciprocal, right? So this time, step 1, find slope from the given equation. Step 2, do the negative reciprocal slope. 3, write in point slope. And then, of course, 4, change. All right, so we're going to say it's going through the point 2, 3, and perpendicular to y equals 1/2 x minus 9. All right, so in the given equation, the slope is 1/2. So then the perpendicular slope is the negative reciprocal. So what is the perpendicular slope? -2. Very good. So now we're going to write it in point slope. So we have a point and we have a slope. Y minus y1 equals our slope, which is -2, times x minus x1. Whoops. And then we have to change it. How do we change it again? Good. Distribute and then get y by itself. So we have y minus 3 equals -2 times x. -2x. -2 times -2 is +4. And then what do I do to get y by itself? Add 3, right? So we end up with y equals -2x plus 7. All right, do you guys want another perpendicular one? Are you sure? I'm happy to do another one if you guys feel you need another example. Hey. All right. If we don't have any questions, I'm going to give you the next 20 minutes to get started on this. But I need everybody to get started. We're not just sitting back and not doing anything. We're getting started so I can walk around and answer questions. Okay? This is all. The only thing that's new is writing a parallel or perpendicular slope. Everything else is review. Okay. Let me shut this off. You guys get started. It is on page 334. Yes, it is posted in Google Classroom. If you